Hello everyone and welcome to Procurement in the Park. I'm Christian Schuh and today I want to talk about how empowering your procurement function is the key to unlocking your company's innovative potential. Some of you may have seen the latest annual report from Boston Consulting Group on the 50 most innovative companies in the world. Once again, Apple was ranked top. Indeed, it has topped the ranking every year except one since BCG launched the report in 2005. That's an astonishing achievement. In second place was Tesla, whose performance put it ahead of Amazon, Alphabet, and Microsoft, which has a dominant stake in OpenAI, the inventor of ChatGPT. Apple and Tesla's performance is impressive, but their position at the top of the global ranking does not surprise me. As I noted in my book, Profit from the Source, published by Harvard Business Review Press, Apple and Tesla are among the most forward-thinking companies when it comes to procurement. And as I and my co-authors from BCG show, there's a clear correlation between procurement and innovation. If a CEO empowers their CPO, the chances are that the company will be a top innovator. Let me explain. Take a look at this chart. It's a version of one of the charts in my book. If you look closely, you can see that Apple and Tesla appear in the top right quadrant. They are there because they do things that many, perhaps most companies don't. In most companies, the CPO is tasked with merely supporting the corporate strategy and reducing costs. By contrast, Apple and Tesla empower the CPO to shape the corporate strategy and drive profitable growth. Why is this mandate so different? Well, it is different because it means that the CPO is instructed and of course incentivized to do everything they can, not only to reduce costs, but also to expand the existing business by maximizing the core and pursuing adjacent opportunities at the periphery. This involves tapping several sources of competitive advantage: quality, speed, sustainability, risk reduction, and as the BCG report shows, innovation. Now the CPO and the procurement managers are not R&D engineers or AI technologists or product designers. So it begs the question, can they really help create a company's innovations? My answer is yes. You see, the CPO owns the corporate relationship with suppliers. And it is the suppliers who are absolutely key. The subtitle of my book, Profit from the Source, is Transforming Your Business by Putting Suppliers at the Core. Suppliers are an irreplaceable source of innovative ideas, collaborative funding, intelligence about competitors' current and future products, information about up-to-the-minute trends, and the latest thinking on faster, better, and safer ways to source and make products. By empowering the CPO, Apple and Tesla have found that they can extract significant value from those suppliers. Let me give you a quick example, which I talk about in greater detail in my book. It's the story of one of Apple's greatest, if understated, innovations: the unibody chassis or enclosure for its notebook computers. A traditional PC notebook enclosure is made from around 5 to 15 discrete plastic and metal components that are glued or screwed together. Apple wanted to create an enclosure that was more cost-effective, smaller, lighter, stronger, and aesthetically more pleasing than the current enclosure design. A team of go-to experts in the procurement function was tasked with knowing everything there was to know about enclosures, immersing themselves in the granular details and engaging in collaborative debate with their colleagues in other functions and with suppliers. This team determined that aluminum was the perfect material for a new type of enclosure. So they were then dispatched to find out more about how to shape the metal into an enclosure. After talking with the big players in the industry, the team came back with an answer: computer numerically controlled or CNC milling machines. These machines were originally designed for making small batches of complex parts. The problem was that they're expensive and slow because they chisel away at a solid block of metal, just as a sculptor chips away at a block of marble. Repurposing them for manufacturing millions of notebooks was, to say the least, counterintuitive. But it was also typical of Apple's determination to think beyond the obvious. After trials returned encouraging results, Apple turned to its top suppliers, tapping into their manufacturing knowledge to find out whether they could industrialize the process. These suppliers found a way, and Apple then began buying up nearly the entire global supply of CNC machines and installing them at the factories of the suppliers, notably Foxconn and Catcher Technology. By doing this and by filing a patent claim with the US Patent and Trademark Office, Apple secured the supply chain, which meant its rivals were unable to quickly follow its example when the unibody chassis became a hit with consumers. Apple later worked with its manufacturing suppliers to figure out how to make aluminum enclosures in large numbers, not just for notebooks, but also for desktops, laptops, smartphones, tablets, and smartwatches. Without its suppliers and without the procurement function empowered to shape the corporate strategy and to drive profitable growth, it is highly unlikely that Apple would have triumphed in the way that it did and in the way that it continues to do. So my message to companies that are not in BCG's top 50 list of innovative companies: empower your CPO. If you do, you will be taking big steps towards becoming one of the most innovative companies in the world. Thank you for watching. I'm Christian Schuh, and this is Procurement in the Park.